This is the second part of a Level 1 Functional Skills Maths paper from AQA. In this part you can use a calculator. We'll have a look at the questions one by one. Here is the first question. Circle the number that is 5 more than -1. So if you think of a number line of a thermometer, you'd have 0 here, then -1. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So it says 5 more. So we're going to go 5 spaces up from -1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 is the answer. Write 7/20 as a percentage. So that means 7 divided by 20. And you can use a calculator, which gives us 0.35. Now that is like when you have 35 pence. So that is 35%. You could just multiply the 0.35 by 100 as well. So the answer is 35%. Here is a rectangle. It measures 9 centimeters by 4 centimeters. Work out the perimeter. Circle your answer. So perimeter is the rim, the outside. So this is 9 centimeters, so this is 9 centimeters. This is 4 and this is 4 centimeters. So we'll go around 9, add 4, add 9, add 4. So 13, add 13, gives us 26 centimeters. And you could have just added all of these with a calculator as well. Work out the value of 38 squared. So in the calculator you can just do 38 squared or 38 times 38, and it gives us 1444. List these types of angle in order with the smallest first. So we've got reflex, obtuse, acute and right angle. Acute, just like cute, small, little. So acute is the smallest. Then we have right angle, which we know is 90 degrees. So this was smaller than 90. This is 90. Now greater than 90. Obtuse. And some people like to link that with obese. And reflex, which is greater than 180 degrees. So if you think of this, so something like that. You might like to think of it as in being reflected on the other side from here into here, if it helps you remember. A cuboid measures 7.6 centimeters by 2.25 centimeters by 5.4 centimeters. Work out the volume of the cuboid. So we know that we need to multiply length by width by height or depth. So 7.6 times 2.25 times 5.4, order doesn't matter. Plug this into the calculator and it will give you 92.34 centimeters cubed. Here are 15 values. Complete the frequency column of the table. So if the value is from 1 to 10, that is the frequency we've got here is 2, because of the 8, because of the 3. Now let's find the values between 11 and 20. So there is 13, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Between 21 and 30, we have 1, 2, 3. Between 31 and 40 should be all that is left. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that works. So we can add them up to see how many there are in total. So we'll add them up to see whether we've missed any. 4 and 6 is 10, 13, 15, and there were 15 values in total. So that works. Here is an L shape. Work out the area of the L shape. State the units of your answer. So it's a compound shape, so we're going to split it into 2. I'm going to split it here, but there are other options as well. So let's work out the area of the big rectangle. That is 8 centimeters by 20. Which is 160. Now we've got 4 by 2. Gives us 8. So 160 add 8 gives us 168, and the unit is centimeters squared. Restaurant. Rory works for a restaurant. 1 week, the restaurant runs a special offer from Wednesday to Saturday. The table shows the income from sales of drinks for the 4 days. On the grid below, draw a suitable chart showing the income from drinks. So we'll show the days of the week horizontally. And that was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm going to leave a gap and give it a 2 square width, and then leave a gap again, 2 square width, a gap, 2 square width, gap, 2 square width. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Vertically, we're going to show the income from drinks. In pounds. So what's the highest value? Is 1,400. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 squares. So maybe £200 for each square. And we can stop there because we don't need any more. So for Wednesday, we'll go up to 800, Thursday 1000, Friday 1400, and Saturday 700. I'm going to use a shape to show the bars, but when you do this on paper, you can just use a ruler and a pencil. So that's 800. For Thursday, we're going to go up to 1000. $1,400 for Friday, and finally for Saturday it's 700. So we're going to go down a bit, right in between 600 and 800, right in the middle. And you can do a final check, and the bar chart is complete. The table shows the income from sales of food for the 4 days. Rory says, in total, the income from food was more than 3 times the income from drinks. Is it correct? You must show your working. So we'll work out the total for food and the total for the drinks and then compare. So 2,100 add 2,800 add 3,900 add 3,500. Using a calculator gives us 12,300. Now we'll have a look at the drinks, and that was 800, 1,000, 1,400, 700. Adding them all together gives us 3,900. And the statement was, in total, the income from food was more than 3 times the income from drinks. So 3 times the income from drinks, which is this one. So I'm going to go 3 times 3,900, which is 11,700, and comparing it with 12,300. So the income from food was more than 3 times the income from drinks. So that is correct, because 12,300 is more than 11,700. Is he correct? Yes, he is correct, because 12,300 pounds is more than 11,700 pounds. The income from food comes from starters, mains and desserts. The pie chart represents the income from food during the special offer. In total, Rory wants 1/3 of the income from food to come from starters and desserts. Has this happened during the special offer? You must show your working. So in other words, we're going to have to measure these 2 angles and see if it makes 1/3 of the full circle. So we know that there are 360 degrees in a full circle, and if we divide that by 3, it's going to give us 120 degrees. So are these two combined 120 degrees? We've got to measure them. You've got to use your protractor. I'm going to use the online protractor here. So lining it up correctly. And making sure you start from 0. So that's 114 degrees altogether for both of them. So 114 degrees, not 120 degrees. So the answer is no. In the next week, the total income at the restaurant is £14,800. The table shows the cost to run the restaurant that week. Work out the profit for the week. So wages of chefs, 210 hours at £9.35 per hour. So we'll go 210 times 9.35, £1,963.50. Then we've got wages of waiters, 570 hours at £7.90 per hour. So 570 times 7.9, which is 4,503, and other costs 3,700. So we're going to add all of these together. Which is 10,166.5, or 50 pence in here. The total income was 14,800. Take away the total cost, which is £10,166.50. Gives us £4,633.50. Holiday to Spain. Joe and Steve are planning a holiday to Spain during October. Joe and Steve look at information about 2 towns they might go to. The tables show the number of hours of sunlight in October for 5 years. Got town A and then town B. Joe says, we want to go to the town with a higher average number of hours of sunlight. Use the information in the tables to give one reason why they might choose town A. So we'll work out the mean of both of the sets by adding these 5 values and then dividing the total by 5 and repeating the process with the other 5 values for town B and then comparing the answers. So 199 add 219 add 198 add 195 add 214, which is 1025. Now dividing that by 5 gives us 205. For town B now, 197 add 207 add 204 add 196 add 203, 1007, So 1007 divided by 5 gives us 201.4. So one reason why they might choose town A is that town A has a higher mean. The tables show the price of flights each Friday and Saturday during October. We've got UK to Spain and then Spain to UK. Joe and Steve decide to fly to Spain on a Friday, fly back to the UK on the next Friday. What's the cheapest possible total cost for the two flights? Give the date of each flight and the total cost for Joe and Steve. So flying to Spain on a Friday, which one is the cheapest of them all? That is this one at the moment. So going on October the 25th. Well, having a look at the dates, we haven't got anything for coming back within a week from Spain. So that's not an option. I'm going to have to look at other ones. So let's try October the 4th, so £82 to go, and then to return on the 11th, because 4 add 7 is 11, so that would be £76, so 82 and 76, and that is 158. If going on October 11th, we get £72, add 82, cost £154. If going on October the 18th, that is 102, add 99, and this gives us £201. The cheapest of them all is 154, so going on the 11th of October and returning on the 18th. So £154, that is for one person. For two, that is going to be £308. You pay £17.99 for luggage weighing up to 15 kilograms. You pay an extra amount for each additional kilogram of luggage. Joe's luggage weighs 19 kilograms. She pays £23.99. Steve's luggage weighs 22 kilograms. How much does he pay? So looking at Joe's luggage, that weighs 19 kilograms, which is 4 additional kilograms. So 19 take away 15 gives us 4. So for the first 15 kilograms, that would be £17.99, and the rest will be for the additional 4 kilograms. Let's work it out how much that is. So £23.99, take away £17.99, that gives us £6. So £6 for 4 kilograms. How much per kilogram? So 6 divided by 4 gives us £1.50. Now Steve's luggage weighs 22 kilograms. So that is 22, take away 15, gives us 7 additional kilograms. 7 times £1.50 gives us £10.50 additional. But we also need to add the £17.99. So £17.99 add £10.50 gives us £28.49. Trip to a concert. Ian is going to a concert. He decides to drive to the concert and back. The concert starts at 7:15 p.m. Ian will take 1.5 hours to drive to the concert. He wants to arrive at least 10 minutes before the concert starts. What is the latest time he should leave home? So that's when the concert starts, and we're going to go backwards now. So 7:15 p.m. We need to take away the 1 hour and a half that it takes to drive there. So if I take away 1 hour, that is going to give me 6:15 p.m. Now I need to take away the half hour, and I'm going to split that into 15 minutes and 15 minutes because it's easier this way. So if I take away 15 minutes, that means going to 6 p.m. And if I take away the other 15 minutes, that means going to 5:45 p.m. Final thing is he wants to arrive at least 10 minutes before, so I'll take away 10 minutes as well. That is going to be 5:35 p.m. So the latest time he should leave home is 5:35 p.m. The tank in Ian's car can hold 11.6 gallons of petrol. The petrol gauge shows how full the tank is. Ian's car travels 46 miles for each gallon of petrol. The concert is 70.3 miles from his home. Is there enough petrol in the car to get to the concert and back? You must show your working out. So this is about quarter full. So there is empty and there is full. This is halfway through. This is a quarter full. So if the tank can hold 11.6, then we're going to divide it by 4 to work out how much petrol is left. So that is 2.9. 2.9 gallons. So as we said before, Ian's car travels 46 miles for each gallon. So what about 2.9 gallons? So we'll go 2.9 times 46. It's 133.4 miles. So this is how many miles they can be done in total with the petrol that is left. We will work out how many miles he needs to travel and see whether this is enough. So the concert is 70.3 miles from his home, but we also need to take into account coming back. So we'll go 2 times 70.3, which is 140.6 miles. Now we've just said that with the petrol left, the car can do 133.4 miles, whereas the journey is more than that, 140.6 miles. So the answer to the question, is there enough petrol in the car to get to the concert and back, is no. Here is a price list for food and drink at the concert. Ian has a student discount card. He gets 15% discount on the food and drink. Ian has £6.20. Does he have enough money to buy a hot dog, crisps and a cola? You must show your working. So he will buy, or he wants to buy, a hot dog, which costs £3.95, crisps, which cost 90p, and cola, which costs £2.35. Adding all of these together gives us £7.20. He gets a 15% discount, so 15 over 100, or out of 100, times 7.20 gives us £1.08. So taking that away from the £7.20 gives us £6.12. So that's the discounted price of all the different items that he wants to buy. The question is, does he have enough money? Yes, because he has £6.20, which is higher than £6.12. So the answer is yes. Personal finance. You can use these steps to work out the amount of income tax you pay each month. Step 1. Work out monthly salary and take away 987.5. Step 2. Work out answer to step 1 and then divide it by 5. Joe has a salary of £24,000 per year. Helen has a salary of £1,720 per month. How much more income tax does Joe pay than Helen each month? As we've got to work out the difference in income tax per month, we are gonna work out Joe's salary per month. So that is 24,000 per year. We divide it by 12. So that gives us £2,000 per month. Let's work out how much tax she pays or he pays. So 2,000 take away 987.5 gives us 1,012.5. Now divide that by 5. So 1,012.5 divided by 5 gives us 202.5. Let's work it out for Helen. So 1,720, that is the monthly income. So we're just going to go straight into step 1, which is taking away 987.5, and that gives us 732.5. Divided this by 5 now. Gives us 146.5. So for Cho, that was £202.50. And for Helen, that is £146.50. So how much more does Joe pay than Helen? We've got to work out the difference. So we've got £202.50. Take away £146.50, and that gives us £56. David has a net monthly income of £1,623.48. From this, his expenses each month are £500 for rent, £420 for food, £340 for other expenses. He saves 2/3 of the money he has left. How much will he save in a year? Give your answer to the nearest pound. So let's work out the expenses all together. 500 add 420 add 340 gives us 1,260. Taking that away from £1,623.48 gives us £363.48. So he's going to save 2/3 of the money that is left. So we know that 2/3 looks like this. There is 1/3, there's 2/3. So we're going to divide this by 3 and multiply it by 2. So 363.48 divided by 3 is 121.16 times 2 242.32. So that's how much he's going to save per month. Question is, how much will he save in a year? So that's times 12. So 12 times 242.32 gives us £2,907.84. We've got to give the answer to the nearest pound, so we've got to cut it off here, but looking at the digit on the right of 7, we've got an 8. That means we're going to round this up to 8. So £2,908 is the answer. And this is the end of the paper.